I really like how BVids butchered the name of that. He put everfreenetwork.com. It's .net BVids. How did you mess that one up? I don't know. So, welcome to Post My Video, episode 2 of the podcast. And what am I hearing? What am I hearing? Oh. That's what happens when you want a playlist. You don't want to do that. Oh, already, the Without a Hitch is already out the window. Great. Well, welcome to Post My Video, episode 2. My name is JHaller, and this is, of course, a podcast about all the PMVs, parodies, and animations we get out of the MLP community. Normally, I would have a co-host, Mr. Brony Vids. Unfortunately, he is not here right now because he thought it was more important to go on spring break than do a nerdy podcast with his friend on the internet. So, I guess if you get paid to go to Los Angeles, you gotta go. No, I fully understand. But see, I had this backup plan. Where I was going to invite Mr. Dr. Dinosaur, who is the coordinator of Anthology 1 and 2, to be my guest host / guest for the show. And he said at first, yes, I can also go ahead and do this. But then the next day he said, oh wait, I have to go to MomoCon and do an Anthology 2 panel. So he was out. And so there I was, stressed out, wondering, oh, what am I going to do? I have no content for the show. And then this guardian angel came into my life. His name is Carl. And Carl is here with me right now. How are you doing right now, Carl?
Hello, I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Very glad to have you on the show. Thank you very much for helping us out and coming on the show to talk with us about your work. I really appreciate that.
Thanks for having me.
No, that's awesome. So, we're going to start off kind of with just a general... What?
Oh yeah, by the way, Carl, my name is GalaxyArt Online.
Oh,
just for notice.
No, I don't...
For people wondering,
no, I really just wanted people to think that you're my friend Carl, which you are my friend Carl, but at the same time, you know, you're just Carl to me. I have no affiliation with this GalaxyArtForever.
Oh, yeah.
No, but seriously, no. Yes, GalaxyArtForever, you as your online persona, probably what more people do know you by, so... No, that's good. But we're going to start off with just getting to know a little bit about how you got into this whole crazy thing. And just throw you
this whole pony, or this whole animation.
Mm-hmm.
This whole pony.
Yeah, basically.
All these crazy people doing ponies.
I'm not crazy. I swear I'm not crazy, you know. But, let's throw you an easy question, the very first one. So it's really just, generally, how did you get into watching a show about small, colorful cartoon horses that can talk?
Well, I was with some of my younger cousins, really young cousins, and they wanted to watch something. Mm-hmm. And I started YouTubing around like, wait a minute, what can these people watch? And then I found My Little Pony in the related videos of whatever videos I was searching through. And I was like, well, My Little Pony, that's what little girls watch, right?
Yeah.
So I clicked it, and they were like, Carl, can't you watch it with us? And I'm like, why not? And I watched it, and I grew awkwardly attached to the characters. Mm-hmm. Things how it was My Little Pony. Mm-hmm. And, well, yeah.
Well, that's it.
Basically, I felt really awkward liking it. And then I went to my computer and looked online, and apparently other people had the same interest. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
When exactly was this? What time period was it when you first started watching?
When I first started watching, that's 2011, August, somewhere around there.
So right before the second season had just started up, so you were...
Yes.
You were right there for the summer lull, rather.
Well, that's interesting. I didn't get into the fandom until August 2000... No, wait. I don't know. Somewhere 2012. About the time when I started posting videos on YouTube. Because before then, I had this weird image of bronies.
Oh.
Like... Yeah, like, okay, I call one of TRY's videos on YouTube, and it was rather suggestive. And I was like, okay, this is what bronies do. I'm not gonna be a part of this. And of course, I went online later and found all the amazing PMVs, all the amazing animations, and felt that I wanted to be a part of it.
So that's kind of leading into, you finally found all these amazing, videos, as you say. And So was this, you obviously started making videos, and your first video, as I can see right here on my screen, was published on August 24th of 2012, so probably about a year after you had found the show. And so, had you been making fan art up to that point? Like, was it kind of an immediate thing, like you wanted to start making art? Because you didn't start with animation, you started with just artwork, correct?
Yeah.
And so was that an immediate thing where you wanted to go and just make art right away, or was it something that you eased into over time?
Well, one day I checked my DeviantArt and realized that I actually had a DeviantArt account.
You kind of forgot about it, didn't you?
I kind of forgot about it. I watched the front page and I saw that there was this pony picture. And I was like, hey, maybe I should do something pony. And then it just went on and on and on and on, and then I just kept posting pony pictures. Yeah.
No,
kind of an immediate thing, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And now, again, as we mentioned, you didn't start with animation, you started with the artwork. So when you did start with the animation, what was it? Was there a specific thing that got you starting to learn how to do animations from this show?
We've talked a little about this before. I'm sure everyone in the live stream knows about the upcoming fan episode, Double Rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking around on YouTube, like I always do, and I found this animatic for the first part of Double Rainbow. And I looked in the description, I saw this clear list of people who had been working on it, and I went to their website, and it all just looked so organized, and I realized, like, I want to be a part of this, but I don't know how to animate. And so I downloaded Flash. I tried it out. I tried it out for an hour or two, and then I animated Rainbow Dash and sent it in to Double Rainbow the very same day.
Did you ever release that animatic anywhere else publicly, or is that just kind of in the vault right now?
It's in the vault. You can't find it if you go to Double Rainbow Promo 3, I believe, Public Test 2.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's the first thing I ever did.
And so, again, you just wanted to do something, you picked it right up, started animating just because you wanted to, which I find interesting because there's so many people who try out a new creative medium because of this show in some way or another. And that's another case right there for you. You had never animated before, and now you want to animate because you saw something cool, you wanted to give it a shot, and then you're doing it. So, really cool. Very, and you're not the only person who does this. I just personally find that to be a very cool thing that the show has done for a lot of people, including myself, actually. So,
yeah, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people.
So, the first video you put out publicly was actually a take on the Licious videos. It was an Apple Bloom video, and you don't mind if we watch that really quick? I'll give you a link down there.
Yes.
And you can click it, and we can just press a little bit of 3, 2, 1, go, and then we'll watch it and see your very first public YouTube video. So on 3, 2, 1, play.
I'm the A to the double P L E B L O O M, and ain't no other pony troll it down like me. I'm Applelicious.
Yes, indeed, you're Applelicious, and I assume you took that right from Everfree Northwest panel audio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And so, what were some of the challenges for that video? When this is again one of your very first videos. What are some of the challenges you faced learning Flash and trying to work out how to make a video like this?
Well, I had a really good teacher. The director of Double Rainbow, Zachary Rich, basically taught me how to animate when I joined Double Rainbow, and he was a brilliant teacher. And basically, even though this is the first animation I have uploaded, it was a filler. Because the animation I uploaded afterwards, the Pony and Unexpected Journey.
The one I wanted to just ask you about, yes.
Yes, I suppose I spoiled it a little, but sorry about that.
Oh, no.
But basically, I was waiting for the voice actor for the Pony and Unexpected Journey, and basically I wanted to make a filler so that I actually could upload anything to my YouTube channel, and this was it.
And, how were you feeling, actually putting your work out there for the general public for pretty much the first time? How did that feel for you to not only put it out there, but it's also, this video is also pretty popular. How did that feel getting so many views on your first video?
Oh, it was amazing. You wouldn't believe it. Because I had been animating for Double Rainbow for, I believe, I don't know, a month or so.
Mm-hmm.
I'd done a ton of different animations for them. And I wanted to do something that I could put my name on. And this was it. And I got a great response for my first video. And I loved it. So I kept on making videos.
All right. Awesome. Let's see. Well, yeah, we're going to talk about your pony, The Unexpected Journey, which was your release right after the Apple Bloom video. And I want to say, it's for a beginner of Flash animation, it's pretty impressive. So that other link I gave you right there, the secondary link right there. Click that, and same exact thing. We'll do the 3, 2, 1 go, and then we'll go from there. But so. Let people watch your second movie ever, The Pony and Unexpected Journey, which is an adaptation of The Hobbit, I believe.
Yes.
All right, so 3, 2, 1, play.
Dear Princess Platinum, you asked me once if I had told you everything there was to know about my adventures. Well, I can honestly say I've told you the truth. I may not have told you all of it.
Clover the Clever. I'm looking for someone to share in an adventure.
I can't just go running off into the blue, Star Swirl. I am loyal way to the royal.
Clover, allow me to introduce Shim, Sham, Ginger Gold, Yana Gold, Fly Eye, Sky Eye, Streak, Beak, Chic, Stockholm, Cobholm, Stratholm, and the leader of our company, Thorin Armorglance.
Far over the misty mountains cold, to dungeons deep and caverns old, the pines were roaring on the height, the winds were moaning in the night, the fire was red, it flaming spread, the trees like torches blazed with light.
I'll have a book or two to write when you come back.
Can you promise that I will come back?
No. And if you do, you'll not be the same.
My name is Clover the Clever.
Clover? What is a clover?
What is a clover indeed, sir? Oh, that was very good for your second try out. So
Thank you.
My question was going to be, I think you already kind of answered this, was what do you attribute to such a huge improvement? I believe you already had talked about how Zachary Rich had been teaching you all about Flash animation. How long did it take you to make that particular video?
Well, I did have some trouble with voice actors.
Oh, really?
And yeah, basically I wanted voice actors for different characters, but I couldn't get them. So I had to use the voices that were in the animatic that I just recorded for it. And that was my voices and Rena Chan's.
In other words, you couldn't get really anyone else to do the work, or was everyone just kind of busy at the time? What was the situation with that?
At this time, I didn't really know anyone. So I sent a mail to Rena Chan, and then I started looking online, but I couldn't find anyone to do this, like, old voice. So I just went with the voice I had in the animatic. I didn't feel like re-recording it. And
Lazy.
I had to work for Double Rainbow and school and stuff. Oh, yeah.
Excuses. I'm just kidding, of course. But No, it's good. You have to work with these limitations that sometimes, and you don't have a choice. So definitely, as a creator, every creator has that to work around obstacles, and so yeah, you do what you need to do. And despite that, again, you made something that is very impressive for such early on in your animation career. Because I wanted to talk about, obviously you did share work with Rena Chan on that particular video, and since then you've had work with other voice actors, community voice actors for your other videos. And I just want to ask, who are some of your favorite people to work with when you're doing these collaborations on your videos with?
Specifically voice, or
it doesn't matter about voice. It was just a matter, you're working with other people. But if there's any, specific other people you like collaborating with, more so just because of the way what they bring to the table or anything like that, who are those people?
Okay, so I basically have two people who I basically always work with. First person being Eileen Montgomery, Eileen Monty. She's in the chat. Brilliant voice actress. She can do any voice you can imagine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Might have to hold her to that challenge.
Yeah, if you hear any female voices in my videos, except for Rena Chan in The Unexpected Journey.
Gotcha.
That's her. And, she's amazing. And, let's see. The other person I wanted to bring up was David Larson.
The musician, correct?
Yeah, the musician. He does basically all my music, or most of it. The music that I don't do myself or just copy somewhere. He is brilliant. Very effective, does great music, and one of his videos was actually the first video I ever saw from this fandom, which would be the Pinkie Pie sphere from Portal 2.
Oh, okay. Now I see what you mean. Good. So it's funny you mentioned Miss Ellie Monty, because the next video I wanted to show was something you worked on with her.
Oh.
It was a video that I take note of because it was one of the videos that made a recent top 10 countdown. The thing. Oh yeah, by the way, that's ending tonight. If you haven't voted yet, you should. But it made a recent top 10 countdown. It's a short, really quick, cute thing. You know it as Full Musicians. Yes. And I know it as the thing that gave me a heart attack twice over. And, but, same thing. I linked it to you right there. And, let's give a look to see, another example of another work you did in collaboration with other artists, so.
Okay, now that I'm done with my composition, Vinyl, will you pass me my cello? I'm gonna rock the bass! The Vinyl! That's not a bass, that's a cello! Vinyl!
You even included the really creepy eyes. The really creepy. One aversion I have to this show are those eyes they give to the infants. I don't know what it is. They're soulless. They're just.
I know.
There's nothing good that can come of that. I don't know. Anyway, a little bit off track, but obviously you have MLP as an inspiration for your work. But what are some of the other things you are inspired from that influence how you do your work and what you make?
Well, the big influence for how I work would be My Little Pony, but why I work, that would probably be Disney movies.
Disney movies.
I do love Disney movies, which is I can't animate traditionally, so this is the closest I get.
What are some of your favorite Disney movies then?
I love Tarzan of the Jungle.
Yep.
Mulan. Those kind of movies, those classical movies.
So, let's see, one other thing I want to go into with you. Well, this is the part where I berate you / praise you at the same time. Because now you've produced some videos that have caused a lot of people to cry.
Sorry about that, fandom.
What kind of sick fetish do you have? No.
It's just so exciting.
No. Okay, so let's just go through a few. I was looking through your list. You have Brony's 2012 We Made It, which is pretty much it's a reminiscent retrospective of the entire year of 2012, and you reference a lot of other people and videos and other things happened throughout the year. And it's kind of got this, a reminiscent feel to it. You made Eternity's End, which is this whole concept about Twilight standing in a graveyard, dealing with the fact that she is now immortal while her other friends were not, and she's dealing with their deaths.
Yes.
And having memories of her friends and everything. And then there's this video you made yesterday, or you released yesterday, called To the Moon, which is pretty much a ponification of a trailer of an indie game by the same name. And it deals again with talking about how someone on their deathbed can relive their life and have, that one last wish they wanted to fulfill but they never did. You can go back and try to relive and fulfill that wish. So very reminiscent and very kind of deep thinking type of thing. And you made this trailer for it yesterday. But I wanted to watch this with you because not only did you make this, based off a trailer, you switched up your entire style. You have an 8-bit style for this entire trailer. So that already right there, very impressive that you're so willing to try different things. But I want to let people watch this. It's a 3.5 minutes trailer. And then we'll talk a little bit about it. Man! What the hell, man?
I never asked for these
Why did you
feels.
do this? I don't want to cry on my own podcast. What are you doing to me, man? Do you have a tissue I can borrow?
Maybe.
Please, can I have? Can you just... Oh, thanks.
I have to use them.
Why did you make that?
It feeds my hunger.
I figured as much. Because seriously, no, that was excellently made. I really, really love it. In fact, I bought the game because of this video. You influenced someone to buy a game.
That is exactly the point of the video. Thank you for buying it, and thank you for the compliment.
Oh no, that was how intrigued I was, because there was obviously the great music, the intriguing story, the premise of the story. It just drew me in. It was really like, wow. I don't usually typically make those kind of impulse purchases like that, but this was one of those things. I just well, this seems like something different than the norm. It's not, it's not your first person shooter. It's not any kind of boring story. It seemed like it was something that was different. So that's why I definitely checked it out.
And you are enjoying it so
Yes,
far, right?
yeah, I was live streaming it right before this podcast, actually, and it was definitely an interesting experience. I was definitely cracking up because of how much, what's the proper way to say it on a PG live stream? How,
the feels.
Mr. Watts is certainly quite the sarcastic fellow, I'll just say. He's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, just the game kind of just constantly assaults you with sad music all the time. And it's just hard to kind of not feel bad for these characters. I mean, it's not your typical action game. In fact, they make fun of that in the very beginning. They have like a pseudo RPG battle scene, which I thought was really funny how they did that. And just kind of making it just establishes itself as it's not a normal game. It is definitely something that is unique and worth checking out. But the question I kind of have, related to this, with all these, you've made all these videos that are kind of just sad, but you're not trying to just make people sad. You're not trying to make people miserable or anything. How important do you think it is for the audience to have like an emotional connection to these videos that you're making?
Well, I like this little like personal connection between the viewer and what he's viewing, like with Eternity's End, because I like to go a little outside the boundaries of the show, make you think about, wait a minute, what if things were actually like this, and then you feel like, oh my god, I don't know how to explain it. I just like that little like connection between the viewer and the video.
No, it's definitely something that I really appreciate as a viewer, and it's just that you're not making videos just for the sake of just making, you're keeping in consideration the audience's entertainment, and you're trying to keep them engaged, which I think is important when you're making videos, so you're doing just fine in that regard. What else is going on?
I think too.
What's that?
Thank you.
No problem. I will compliment you to the ends of the earth, sir. Now, on a more lighthearted note, recently you were acknowledged by Mr. Trevor Duvall, who's the voice of...
Yes!
He says that he squeeze and joy. No, you were acknowledged by him, and for those who don't know, Trevor Duvall is the voice of Fancy Pants from the show. And he made a funny video for you at Las Pegasus Unicon, and I believe I have linked you to it, but just in case I did.
Yeah, I'm...
You got it? You got it up? All right, then we'll take a look at... Mr. Trevor Duvall has a message for you, so let's check that out in 3, 2, 1, play.
Carl from Sweden, I understand that you do a rather remarkable Fancy Pants impersonation. Well, as the man who brought you Fancy Pants to the great screens of our televisions all across the world, I'd just like to say, stop it at once! Stop it at once! There is only one Fancy Pants, and it's me! Me! I'm coming for you, Carl. I'm coming in the night. You won't see me coming. You won't hear me coming, but I promise you I will come. And when I come, I will do something rather horrible, rather obscene, which I'm not going to mention here. You'll just have to wait and find out. But if you ever do my impersonation again, Carl, I'm coming for you, Carl. There's no escape, Carl. And only one Fancy Pants, Carl, and it's me. Do you understand? Me. Who do they pay, Carl? Do they pay you? No, they don't. They pay me. Me. Do you see my nostrils, Carl? Do you see how they're flaring in rage? Now... I'm just kidding, of course. Carry on. I'm honored. Farewell.
So, what was that like, huh? To all of a sudden have your name put out there by Mr. Trevor Duvall.
The top of my Brony career.
The top of your Brony career.
Honestly, I mean, I got mentioned by a VA from the show.
Yeah.
Bam.
Bam. you're set for life. You don't need to do anything else for the rest of your life. You can just quit everything, retire in the sunset, go on your own island.
My parents will come to me like, Carl, why aren't you doing anything? I just showed them this video and like,
my life's complete.
I'm done. I'm just gonna live off this.
Oh, God.
I'm done.
Oh, God. But, no, he mentioned that you do a fancy pants impression. Would you be able to do one for us right now?
Okay, as said, I woke up, it was an hour ago now, but I can try. Okay, so, I'm coming for you, Carl. I'm coming in the night. You won't see me coming. I don't know, it's kind of rusty, but you get, it's there.
Oh,
I'm coming in the night.
Is that what Fancy Pants would even say? Is this what he's going to tell people? I'm sorry, other ponies, rather? It seems to be a little dark.
It would be like, my new favorite party guest, Rarity.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for indulging me, rather. And I guess the audience, who is constantly, the audience is constantly telling me various things are going wrong on the live stream, and I'll tell them as we fixed in post later. The other thing I will notice with you have several musical pieces on your profile now. These are kind of just popping up. Have you always been making music? Was this before, as long as you were an artist as well, or is this something recent you've been doing?
Well, I've been making music since around summer 2011.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I started about the same time that I started animation.
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
And I don't know if this is just me missing it. It just seems like you've been releasing music more recently. I'm looking through your older part of your profile. I wasn't seeing anything. So are these older songs you're releasing, or are these things that you've been making now and you're just releasing them now?
Yes.
Yes.
You just take a day to record a couple of piano strips, upload them to YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sounds like a plan. And really, I've come to the end of my questions for you. Except for one. Just one.
Yes.
Do you have any other projects that you're working on right now that you would like to discuss or talk about? I know you already mentioned, I'm going to guess, Double Rainbow is one of the big ones, right?
Yeah, I'm not working for Double Rainbow anymore.
Oh.
I quit doing animations for them.
I see.
Misunderstand. But I still did. But I did do animations for them.
Okay. No, it was a misunderstanding on my part. I apologize.
All right, then. No worries.
Otherwise, are there what other projects are you currently thinking about working on right now?
I have 7 different projects. Animation projects.
And I have...
Whether it's from me or friends. Yeah.
7 projects, so you're quite the busy fellow already. And, I mean, kind of how do you juggle all that?
I'm good at multitasking. So I basically, work a little on all projects.
Mm-hmm.
Simultaneously.
Right. And so you kind of get them all done, little at a time, but you don't work on any one thing too often. Okay. Well, that's all I got for you, man. So, I think that's about a good wrap-up on the interview. Thank you very much for indulging me. Thank you very much. And
thank you for having me.
No, I appreciate it very much. And obviously, if you want to, are there any other sources you want to plug right now? Any other things that you would like to, you have a Twitter account, a YouTube account? Is it just all GalaxyArtForever for you?
Well, my YouTube is GalaxyArtForever. My Twitter is GalaxyArtForever.
No.
And my DeviantArt is GalaxyArt.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, that's...
No, that's all you need. If people want to go check him out, go check out him at DeviantArt, YouTube, or Twitter. And once again, thank you very much, Carl. And that'll wrap it up for this episode of Post My Video. So, until next time, we'll see you then.